Hi everybody! Hi every spirit! Welcome very much to my YouTube channel. Esoteric Cloud Surfer here today to talk about South Node in Libra. Before we start, leave a like and subscribe. Your support is greatly appreciated. Also, use the links down below to find more of my content, to find more about my services and how to contact me as well. So, let's get into business. South Node in Libra, what does that mean? What does that represent for you or for people around you that have South Node in Libra? First, what is the South Node? We have a video on the channel talking about it, so you can check it out. But the South Node means places of familiarity, comfort, where you can get stuck, things that you experience really on in your life and that you carry until your present, or things that you experienced in your past life and you brought to this present life as well. And what does that Libra mean? Libra is cardinal air. What is cardinal? Is the ability to initiate something, to force something, and to create something new. Sometimes that wasn't even thought or imagined before, right? And what is air? Air is the ability to communicate, analyze, socialize, be light, be flexible, be detached, and be more logical, but not as logical or not as fixed and not as needy of logic as earth elements, for an example, right? So when we take cardinal air to make Libra, we have creating new ways, initiating new ways of thinking, communicating, analyzing in more logical and light ways. But then Libra is ruled by Venus, so add to that little mix in a more sophisticated, relatable, cute, and sometimes superficial way. And also, Saturn is exalted in Libra, right? So you want some balance on your networking, on your relationships, but depend of your geographical location, depending of your family and of your upbringing, most people don't want balance. Most people want or are a bit more egocentric and a bit more narcissistic. So if you pay too much mind to create a balanced relationship, they can take advantage of you, right? And then South Node in Libra means that you feel more comfortable, or you are more comfortable, you are more familiar, or you already know how to do those things, right? So you feel more comfortable and more familiar in initiating new ways to think, communicate, and analyze, and you feel more comfortable in relationships, doing things together, initiating relationships, initiating conversations, initiating new topics, or because I always have to clarify this about cardinal signs, and it's not about, in this specific case, about Libra, it's not about initiating new relationships like literally with a new person or a new partner, right? But it's initiating a new way to go about the relationship, or a new way to perceive the relationship, or a new way to make sense out of the relationship, or just new conversations within the same relationship, right? So you might feel too comfortable in initiating new dynamics on your relationship. So it might be hard for you, it might be hard for your partner to have some consistency, to have the same values, or to address the same values in a consistent, balanced way, because you are creating many times a new value system or a new way to think and communicate about how you value yourself and value your partner. Or you might just think that your partner is now valuing you in different ways. Maybe they have a more consistent mindset, maybe they have a more consistent set of values and way to approach them, but you having South Node in Libra, you feel very uncomfortable in assuming that they change how they think about you, right? And then depending on your other alignments, right, this can come up you through feelings. So you might not even have a clear perspective about this. You might not even have a clear notion that you do this to yourself, because it might come through your moon, it might come through your Mars, it might come through your Neptune, right? Also, on a more positive note, you are, with South Node in Libra, very comfortable in being a leader in conversations, but not necessarily the example, or the one that then assumes the role of a great relationship, that assumes the role of the leader. You're good at perhaps indicating a leader or showing up and say, we need to do this. But that doesn't mean you're going to be the one doing it. You know what I'm saying? But you are be like, oh, we need to do this because of that. And it should be better to do this and carry, or not carry, worry and care a bit more about that. But you're not going to be the one doing it because you feel comfortable in creating new thoughts and ideas about what you just initiated. So you'll initiate something else. You'll jump to another boat. You know what I'm saying? And also, positively speaking, you also feel very comfortable in moving still air. How so? Imagine a relationship even between you or between two of your friends, two of your partners, two of your associations got a bit still, got a bit perhaps too aggressive, got a bit uninteresting. And you, even if it's not directly connected with you, you feel comfortable, and sometimes it is negative for you because you have no business going to their relationship, right? But sometimes you feel, not sometimes, most likely you feel very comfortable and you know how to do it, which is go in and spark some conversation. Reinitiate, re-spark that relationship, re-spark the communication, maybe bring some subject, maybe bring a different perspective about the subject they were kind of stuck on, or they were butting heads, not reaching an agreement, and you be like, hey, actually, you guys both write, but in different ways, because you write about this and you write about that. So you shouldn't be colliding heads, you should be working together because you actually are in agreement, but in different ways. You know what I'm saying? So you can do this, or you already know and feel comfortable in doing this to yourself, to your own relationships, or to others' relationships. And then comes the negative part of all the Libras, especially South Node in Libra, which is you initiate relationships where you shouldn't initiate relationships, and you think it's okay. You think that's what you're supposed to do. You think it's comfortable to initiate relationships everywhere, and even in somebody's already on a relationship, and you go there to initiate it, your own relationship in that current relationship of those two people. You know what I'm saying? Also, with South Node in Libra, by default, you're going to have North Node in Aries. So that means that you feel uncomfortable and maybe you don't know how to do it, and you feel also a bit nervous and scared of being on your own, either physically, mentally, or spiritually. You feel kind of scared and you don't know how to carry across your point, your visions and feelings without a logical backseat, without a partner or association backing you up, right? You feel uncomfortable in aggressiveness, passion, motivation, right? And also, you might come up with a great imagination. You might come up with a great creative attribute, right? But because it's something that you never seen before, or people around you, you think that they will think it's weird, you can go to your South Node in Libra and still have that thing, right? But create a new, logical, and more sophisticated, more toned down version of that super unique and fiery thing, and now you kind of lost that power, you kind of lost that uniqueness, you kind of lost that impactful energy because you wanted to make it more relatable and connected to the people around you, right? So you kind of forgot about yourself in that example. You kind of forgot about your own impact, about your own realism, about your own creativity, about your own spirit, right? And also, with South Node in Libra, it means you're very comfortable in justifying your actions, right? Through relationships values, through others, through external examples, or by denying spiritual instincts, by denying passion, by denying motivation. And then you can create this toxic passion because it's superficial, or it's about something that doesn't really matter, or it's about some petty stuff and not some real stuff, not some real business that should be addressed, not some real problems in the relationship. You might be the problem in the relationship with South Node in Libra because you feel too comfortable in mixing around the relationship. in making sure that the relationship is balanced. But depending on other alignments, your perspective of balance might be, or your perspective of balance might be flunked out, and right, you might still want to achieve balance, but then be a big egoed out because you want to be seen as the one bringing balance. You know what I'm saying? It's actually very problematic in Libras in general, because you care about balance, but depending on your other alignments, you might be too ego and be like, oh, see, I'm the one bringing balance. But bro, if there is no partner or values being exchanged, there is no balance, right? So you know what I'm saying? And it comes from the lack of natural ego, or the lack of self-perception, or the lack of uniqueness, or having trust, the lack of having trust in uniqueness and individuality. And thank you for watching. This is everything for today. Remember that these videos are very generalistic, so everybody can contact with them. But if you want to know more about your own South Node in Libra or your own alignments, use the links down below to reach my services, to reach my email and contact me. And if you enjoyed this video, leave a like and subscribe. Use the links down below for more content. And I hope you enjoyed. As a Cloud Surfer, surfing out.